15. Okay, good morning. We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. And before we get started, let me kind of cover our role as a board and kind of how the meeting will work today. And just feel free to ask any questions, and we'll try to keep it as relaxed as we can, but we've got to have some semblance of order as we go. Okay. We're the 2025 Board of Equalization and Review for Union County, and we've been appointed by the county commissioners to hear all taxpayers with respect to concerns / complaints regarding the valuation of their property for tax purposes. Property owners appearing before the Board of Equalization and Review have a right to a fair and equitable hearing. The Board of Equalization and Review has been charged with ensuring that the proper legal principles have been applied in a valuation dispute for tax purposes. So the way the meeting will work, the clerk to my right will call the taxpayer, and before you come up, the county staff will come forward and they'll locate the property on the monitor so we're all looking at the same information, okay? The book up there that you have is the same books that we have here to look at. After the county locates the property, if you would just step forward, make sure you're speaking into the mic, and you'll just present your information to the board. We ask that you keep it to 10 minutes. When it gets to about 8 minutes, you'll get a 2-minute warning from the clerk, okay? After you finish presenting your information, members of the board will have a chance to ask questions to you. After that piece is done, you'll have a seat. The county will come up and do the same, and they'll present their information to the board. Members of the board will have a chance to ask the county questions. They'll have a seat. When that's done, we will give you up to 5 minutes on a rebuttal if you'd like any final comments. Keep in mind the meeting is being recorded, and if you're presenting any sales data to the board, that sales data needs to be as of 1/1/25 or before, because the effective date of the property reval is 1/1/25. So we can't be taking sales data into consideration from April, May, June of this year. It's got to be 1/1/25 or prior to, preferably 2023 through December 2024. All questions that you have need to be directed to me as chairman. After we get finished hearing all the cases today, we'll go into the deliberation phase of the hearing. You're welcome to stay for that piece. No telling how long that'll last. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long. We typically will not take questions from the taxpayer or the county during that time typically. You will be notified of the board's decision within about 30 days. By statute, the burden of proof is on the taxpayer to demonstrate that the assessment is erroneous. Only individual taxpayers or licensed residential appraisers or certified real estate appraisers licensed to do business in North Carolina may express an opinion of value of real property. No other persons, whether attorneys in fact, attorneys at law, or corporate representatives, are entitled to express an opinion of value of real property. So before we get started, if we could get everybody to silence your phones, and I just got a new one, so I hope I've got mine. I hope I know how to turn it off. So, and any questions before we get started? Okay. With that, Madam Clerk, I think we're ready.
The first hearing today is hearing number 1, parcel 07123-197, Lori Williams.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
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 If you have the agenda, you may notice I'm not Nick Parker. He's unable to be with us today, so I'm going to fill in for him. But this property, if you'll look at it, you can see right here where my pointer's at. It's highlighted. It's in the Anniston Grove subdivision in Weddington. Right here is Potter Road. It's the roundabout at Potter Road and Waxhaw Indian Trail Road. If you'll come up here to Hudson Church Road, that'll bring you here into this subdivision. And they are towards the back of the subdivision there. And let's see, I think we can pull that up.
Okay.
Let's see, as well. 197, and this is the property right here. Is everybody good with the location on that?
I am. Board, okay?
I'm good, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Williams.
So I was unaware of any comps past 1/1/25. So I have some recent comps in the neighborhood, but I do have a full home appraisal that we did.
Great, great.
On August 14th, 2023.
Okay,
We did this appraisal because we actually pulled out some equity in the home to do that beautiful addition in the backyard.
right.
But the appraisal in August of '23 was for $884. There was a recent home, there was a home sold on our street that also has a pool back on June 26th of 2025, and it was sold for $1,080,000, so that was $248 per square foot. If you apply that to our home, the current value would be $939, as opposed to the $1.216 that was proposed for the tax value of the home.
Okay. Done? Okay.
That's pretty much, yeah,
Okay.
I know
Have
that.
you, on the appraisal, do we have a copy of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is actually in the book. I verified that it was, and the full appraisal is
16.
in there.
Okay,
Yes.
I think we got it, page 16, I believe. Okay,
I also, one thing I would note is the comparable at 1104 Aniston Place. That home technically never was listed on the market. It was sold off market.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that can be.
yeah, let's see if members of the board have any questions. Mr. O'Keefe,
Yeah, you just mentioned 1104, 1103 Aston Place.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a county copy. Got it. That's all I got for right now.
okay. Mr. Benson,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, Mrs. Williams,
Yes, sir.
so even you are saying that the 869 that you had listed as the taxpayer's opinion of value, you saw that it was more than that, and you're agreeing with the 939.
Yeah.
So you saw a trend upward, is what I'm
Yeah, so
established.
my first response honestly was, I know this is a bit personal, but was the week that
make
my.
sure we're speaking into the mic.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My first response, my initial response was the week that my dad had passed, and I was just throwing a number out there because I didn't have time to research it. Post-research, when I resubmitted everything, I really think a fair assessment for the property is $947. That is above the original, the appraisal that was done in August of '23. And it also brings up the value, noting additional value on the home for the addition that we did and the pool in the backyard. So, and for the recent sales in the neighborhood of homes with pools as well, I think that puts it, I think $947 is fair.
What was the total cost to put that pool in?
The cost, the pool was $195.
Thank you. That's it for me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Ashcraft?
195, is that 195,000?
195, yes, sir. I know,
Okay.
crazy.
I'm having a hard time reading this appraisal. If somebody can help me or come up with these comps, when were those sales? Does it
Yeah.
say on here?
8 of 22, I think, is the first one.
Okay, where, all right.
You're kind of about a third of the
I'm
way
on
down.
16, I'm just trying to see it.
About a third of the way down, date and
Thank you.
time of sale. Yeah, looks like August, October of 22.
Okay, that was what I wanted to hear. Okay, what's the next one?
Like June of 23.
Is that what you have? And then June again?
Yep.
Okay.
Then, I don't know if there's any more. I think that's it, isn't it? 3. Sometimes they'll have 5
Yeah.
or 6 in there.
Then at the top of the page, it says, sales between 775 to 940, which I'm back to just saying that was in like August of 23.
Right.
So then if you take 195 and add to it, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You get $1,079,000.
It's something, okay,
Which I know normally you don't get the full value
sure.
out that you technically put in, so.
When was the pool done?
The pool was completed in February of 2024.
Okay. Anybody else have any additional questions for Mrs. Williams?
No, sir.
Okay. Ms. Williams, if you would, have a seat, and then we'll have the county present their information, and then I'll come back to you if you'd like to make any final comments, okay?
Perfect. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
If you gentlemen would turn in the packet to page 73 and 74. That's the sales comparison report that we had prepared for this neighborhood. We actually had 8 2024 sales. and
What was that last 8, what?
We had 8 2024 sales within this neighborhood of Anniston Grove. We did see a difference in the market of the sales prices from 2023 and 2024. And
Yes, sir.
and we had ample 2024 sales. We selected the 3 lowest adjusted sales from 2024. And if you look at comp number 1, it's the same year built. We have the same land value. It's in the same neighborhood, same condition, very close in square footage, garage, everything's very close. There is a little difference in outbuildings. And you can see our adjustment for the pool. We're adding $70,000, and we understand that was a cost of $195,000 to complete. But these are 3 very comparable sales in the neighborhood, and the return of that was $1.2 million, $9,400, and that supports our original value of $1,216,800. They are very similar in the value. All the comps, or all the homes here in Anniston Grove, they are all good plus quality homes. We looked at the photos, and I think this home blends well with the other comps that have sold there. And if I look at all the best comps from 2024, it gives me a range of just over $1 million to $1.3 million. So there again, it settles right back down to where we're at. I do know they had an appraisal that come in, at 884. The number 1 comp in that appraisal was a 2022 sale, and we have seen the market move considerably since then. And then again, in addition, there was, almost a $200,000 addition to the property after that appraisal. And for that reason, we just did not see any reason to make an adjustment on the value of this property.
Okay. Thank you. Questions for the county, Mr. Benson?
Let me ponder another second.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Mr. Ashcraft?
No, I'm pretty good with the comps.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's just later in the appraisal time.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I think I'm seeing everything, and the comps look very good.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Mr. Benching, any?
Yeah, I think that's why I was looking at the range of the comp seen beyond recent.
Yeah.
And so it probably is where it's getting skewed, but the home, according to the pictures, is a very beautiful home.
Yep, okay. Thank you, Mr. Tom, that, good, okay, thank you. Ms. Williams, any final comments you'd like to make, or?
All I would say is the 21103 was a property that was sold off the market, so technically would not be considered in a comp. And then I also have a property that it hasn't.
Clarify what you mean,
It was never put on the market. It was sold by a realtor before it ever hit the market, so.
That was number comp 2, 1103.
for the county,
Comp
Oh,
2.
1102, I'm sorry. Yes,
1103 Aniston Place.
yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me make,
Mr. Chairman,
yes,
while you're writing, can I ask a
you
question?
sure can.
And this is to the county folks. What's the relevancy of that? Mrs. Williams has mentioned that the fact, and I'm just asking for a general overall clarity and futuristically, so I'll know. But what's the relevancy of the fact that it wasn't on the market? Does that have any relevancy to you all using it as a comp or not?
Well, first of all, I actually just looked it up. It is on MLS.
Okay.
I just looked up on MLS.
Coming soon.
No, it started on 7/12 and closed on 9/3. So it was on the market for almost 2 months, it looks like.
Which home?
The 1103 Aniston Place.
So there was a picture that looked a little, when I Googled 1103, the home that it was previously belonged to a couple that I know personally, very familiar with, and that home never went on the market. So, and the reason I know is because their daughter is one of my best friends, and she was the realtor that was responsible for the sale. So that house never went on the market. They were showing another house in the neighborhood, and she happened to know that her parents were going to sell her home, and so showed that home, and it never technically went on the market. But the other thing I would say is there is a property that is currently listed for sale in my neighborhood.
Ms. Wood, if I
Oh, no,
can,
you're fine.
I want to flesh out my question for futuristic, is that, is that relevant? Does that have any bearing? And for the county using it as a comp, how it's sold, how it's positioned?
I will give the favorite answer. It depends. Depends on where the market's going. Prior to 2020, I would say typically homes that sold off the market actually sold for less. After COVID, homes were selling both on and off the market because the market was so hot. So it's possible right now that there's no market difference between on and off the market. Usually what happens is people are looking for a home with a realtor. Another realtor has a home that's about to go on sale. They contact the buying realtor and they make an offer before it gets on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, we haven't seen any market difference between the two. Prior to 2020, I would definitely see that, and I expect in the future it'll probably look like that again. But right now, we're not really seeing a big market difference, unless there's a condition thing we're unaware of. You know, but if it's in the same condition as the rest of the neighborhood, typically we're not seeing a discount for off market.
So the relevancy is predicated on how the market is flowing, is what you're
Exactly.
saying?
Yes. Yeah, because if you asked me this question in 2018, it'd be a completely different answer.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, to me, it may be more of an issue as long as it's an arm length transaction.
If she get paid a commission or not,
Yeah,
the realtor.
right.
You know, I'm sure it was probably listed but, you know, not probably put on the market, I guess. I think it's unusual that if you can find it in there in multiple listing, you know, I know it can, I've seen some houses, my own personal self, that, you know, barely even gets on the market and it's gone.
Right.
Even in my neighborhood, I had one that I didn't know was on the market, but they put a sign on it and said under contract.
Right.
And that sign sat in the neighborhood for about a month, you know, because they sold it, which I think is a good sign for housing.
What-
In that, you know, maybe they could have gotten more if more people would know. Certainly wouldn't have gotten less.
So on the listing, there is remarks and there is pictures. So, you know, I just want to make sure, it's the Mendez home, right? Is that the
No.
one? Oh, this is the Mendez home.
Okay, and so 1103, if you Google, like, if you do the address of 1103, I don't believe that's the Menendez home. Only other thing too I would just want to note is 1106 Aniston Place, which is listed for 1.223, which, you know, they have that home at, right now listed at 343 square feet. It is officially now 417 days on the market. So if homes were selling in the 1.2, and this is a brand-new home, okay?
Where is this? When you just told us something new, is that
Oh, yeah,
correct?
no, it should be, let me see. This is, I had submitted it whenever I did
I think
my,
that may have been one of her comps, not the county.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking where it is, so I can look at it.
yeah, when I did
That's just
mine-
new information that she didn't talk about before. All right?
Yeah, it was in what I had initially responded when I got when I was denied, and I sent back, a rebuttal. I mean, I have some copies of it here if you want
1106.
to see it. It is 1106
Page
Aniston.
14.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
very much. All right. 1106.
And that's a custom builder for that home. My home was built by Emerald, which is a division of D.R. Horton, which technically is not a custom build. This home here, which is, you know, price per square foot close to what you guys had initially said the value of the home is worth. It's been sitting on the market for 417 days. So I don't necessarily know if that would be a market value for the neighborhood. And then also to note, 1305, which is probably very close to the same information that I had submitted. That home is still on the market now for 128 days, and they have lowered the price of that home twice.
Can I ask you the question? Can I ask her another?
Yes.
So you're doing the 1106, right?
Yes, sir.
As an example, when you said it's been on the market, when did it go on the market? I mean,
It has never been occupied. It was built by, you know, a builder to sell, and it has been on the market for 417 days as of today.
maybe. So that would be back in, what, September of 24?
Yeah, a little over a year ago.
August of 24, okay. That, there was for sale sign out in front of it.
Yes, sir.
And it was
Completed for.
completed
for-
and all that
yes,
stuff. And you
completed
know
for
that?
sale sign out front. And
Okay.
it's still.
So it just hadn't sold?
It is not sold,
Okay.
no. Now,
It's
they
just-
haven't dropped the price on that home at all, but again, that price of that home is, you know, like I said, $343 per square foot.
Is the builder living in it?
No, sir, it is unoccupied.
Okay. Anyway, all right.
Okay. Any other questions, any other comments, Mrs. Williams?
No, I mean, you know, the only other thing I would say is, you know, 1305 Aniston Place is also a home that's currently on the market that's had 2 price drops, and it's now sitting at 1299. And that's dropped that down to 252 per square foot, and that's a fairly large home. It's 5,100 square feet, so it's much larger than my home.
But that's present day.
Present day, yes.
That's what I'm saying, is you're saying it's been on the market and right now and it hasn't sold. And all I'm saying is you've gone past 1/1/25. So, you know, something, August it gets on the market, But when it goes past that, we can't go in there and say, you're giving us houses that are being listed in present day in September
The
of
reason I
25.
was,
I'm
well,
just
the
giving you
only
that.
reason I was bringing it up is
Yeah.
because if we're trying to establish what the market is doing and what is considered, current value, it just appears as though that it may not necessarily be as high as what it was showing. And like I said, I feel like 947 is fair, even up to $1,050,000, I get it. But just, the 1.2 just seems a bit high for what I've viewed in the market.
Understood?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Ms. Williams. Okay, Madam Clerk.
The next hearing is hearing 2, parcel 071477042, Hazel and Crawford Watson. Let the record show they failed to appear.
Okay.
The next hearing will be hearing 3, parcel 06033-136, Therese and Randall Slater. Let the record show they failed to appear. The next hearing, hearing 4, parcel 06033-390, Shankaran. Let the record show they failed to appear. The next hearing is hearing 5, 06054-600, Sean Smith. Let the record show they failed to appear. The next hearing is hearing 6, parcel 07081-260, Roger Griffin.
Good morning.
Morning.
This property is located in Rosemary Park, which is off of Indian Trail Fairview Road. We spoke about this last week. This is Highway 74, and if you take a left on Indian Trail Fairview Road, and it's in here, undeveloped kind of neighborhood. I can zoom in. Do we know where it is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very familiar, very familiar.
Yeah.
And, this is not the one that was tabled? No, okay.
No, we
No,
don't have
this
one table.
does
Okay.
not be tabled.
Okay,
Yeah, because it looked different. Thank you
okay.
for clarifying.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Griffin,
Hey there.
how you doing?
I know I talked to her about the, how the property value was done, but, and I don't even know how to find it comparable to this, because, I've gone through every time, you have all these developers sending the letters out to me that are asking to buy this property. And, every time it comes up and they find out where the property is, you explain to them that there's no water, there's no sewer, you're not gonna get water or sewer for the next 20 years. There's no road out in front, it's a dirt road. The highest offer I've gotten for the property was $3,000. The lowest I've got was $5,000 per, or $500 per lot. I mean, I got a retention pond next to me. Of course, there's no water, no sewer, no road. The value of this property is, whether I'm at Indian Trail Fairview or anywhere else in Rosemary Park, they're estimated or valued the same way. And I would say in that Rosemary Park, these lots are probably worth the least. I'm next to houses that should be condemned where the roofs are falling in, and next to a retention pond. So I'm really not sure what you can do with this land. And then you take that last year, the property, or 2024, it was valued at $1,800. and now they're valuing one lot at almost 60,000 and two more at 25,000. It just doesn't make any sense for something that you can't build on because even the land does not perk. There was, and I did contact the water department to try and see if I could get water, and I was told that they would get back to me, and I've never gotten another response. And as far as like people selling these lots on the street, there was one at the beginning of this year, which I know you can't consider, but even that, it was selling like for 10,000 per lot. But they were right up on the front of the road where they could have gotten water and sewer from Indian Trail Fairview. Where for me to get that from Union County, I mean, it's gonna take over 100,000 at least to run the lines up to these lots. And these lots are individual, so I'm not sure how they get grouped together to say that you can build a house if you have multiple ones of these where there are individual lots meant for an individual home.
Okay.
I don't think, I mean, I think it's very unfair, 60,000 for something that I can't sell to anyone. I mean, if you came in here and you gave me a quarter of that price that you told me on that, they're yours.
Yeah.
I will sell them to you today, so anybody wants to buy it for a quarter what those prices are, they're yours.
Right, okay. Gotcha, okay. Let me see if members of the board have questions, Mr. Griffin, Mr. O'Keefe.
Yes, you said earlier that something about 20, you were moving along pretty quick, but you said something sold for 1,800?
No, that's what the tax valuation is. When you go through, the tax valuation has been like 1,800 for each one of these lots for years. And then this year with the valuation, like that one lot is 59,000 they have it for.
From 1,800.
From 1,800. All of them are that way. And if you go through that whole area, I can go to streets that have water and sewer and a paved road, and they're valued the exact same way. I can go on Indian Trail Fairview, and they're valued the same way, where you have water, sewer, and a main road. These lots are surely not comparable to those. I'm the only one in that neighborhood that's got a retention pond, and I'm also the one with the homes that are surrounded are in probably the absolute worst condition. I just don't think there's any way to value these lots for anywhere near what they are. Now, the $100 ones, I mean, that makes more sense, but they were 1,800 before, but they shouldn't be, or whatever they were. I mean, you got the record of it. But there's no way those other two lots should be 25,000 and one almost 60,000. Because, I mean, there's no possible way. I mean, I've talked to and I didn't bring them in here because I can't use them anyways because they're from this year, but no developer will give me anything near that. Like I said, the highest value I got was 3,000 for a lot, which would have been 15,000 altogether. And I don't even know if that's fair, but I mean, because I went, but yeah,
Okay.
just unbuildable.
Okay. You good, Mr. O'Keefe, or you?
Yeah.
I can come back to you. Yeah. Mr. Benson?
Well, at least we know the math on this one this time around.
Right, there you go. There you go.
So your contention is that you are petitioning because you were paying 18 and now they're asking, valuing it at 59.
Well, it should be three that I'm here for, 3 lots, because
Yeah,
there's two that,
they're in there.
yeah, there's 2 for 25 and 1 for the almost 60,000. And that's just ridiculous. I mean, there's like I said, I mean, you give me 25% of that, those lots are yours. We'll go up over here and I'll do a quick claim deed and you can have them. I mean, they're not worth anything near that. I can't get a decent offer from a developer even that wants it. I mean, I don't know how you value them. I don't know how you go through the county and find like junk properties that nobody's, because I mean, there is a retention pond. Who wants to live next to a retention pond?
All right, thank you. That's it for me, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Ashcraft?
Without the access to even get water or
Mr.
sewer.
Griffin, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When did you acquire these 3 lots?
I think it was, well, there's 5 altogether that I have. Well,
Oh,
actually, there
you
was
have 5
10.
lots now.
Yeah, there's 5 lots in a row, but 2 of them are valued at $100.
We're not saying what it's valued. I said, when did you acquire it?
Oh, 2013.
And at that time, you knew you didn't have sewer in there, right?
Correct. I knew I
You
didn't
knew
have,
you didn't have water in there, is that correct?
correct.
But you acquired the property
Yep.
because you thought that sewer would come in there, right?
No, at that point in time, I knew it would be like 20 years.
Okay, so that's good.
I didn't base it, I mean, I bought the property to just basically keep the property. I mean,
Right. Just
when I got it, the guy that I purchased it from, he had inherited it, and he basically begged me to take the property. The original asking price was like $12,000 for the lots, and I paid, I mean, to be honest with you, I paid $5,000 for all of them.
Okay, all five
So I
lots.
paid no-
All 5 lots. You
Yeah, I paid
five-
basically nothing
That's
for 'em.
okay, I don't, you know, that was back in 2013.
Yeah,
Now, my question is, in looking at this map, right, and you've got these 3 lots, the one you're talking about is 1260, or, yeah, I think it's 1260, in the blue. You also own the one beside it, is that correct, 1261?
yes, sir.
Yep, and then you also own, what is it, is it 1264, where is that?
You own above it.
Well, I own from the 59,000 one all the way down to the retention pond.
Boom, I don't know what that means, I don't see a retention pond, but I'm looking, where's 1264? Do y'all see it? Up,
Yeah,
way at
hold
the
on.
top.
Yeah.
So, do you own 63 and 62? I'm listening.
When, I don't know what, I didn't pay attention what the numbers are. I mean, the ones that I'm
Okay,
appealing
how
are
about
the ones that
map?
I
Can you see
provided.
the map? You know, it's in the blue.
Oh, okay, I was going
1260.
wrong.
This is your neighborhood, it's an actual picture of it.
All right, so-
You own the 2 lots beside it.
Yeah, I own
that's a
64,
3-lot.
63, 62, 61, and 60.
Now you're telling me you do own from 64 to 63, 62, 61, 60, and 59, is that correct?
Correct.
And you said this lot doesn't perk.
None of them perk.
Okay. You said none of them perk, so this
None of 'em
whole, and all this area right here, you can't find anywhere to perk. If you
When I was
combine
told,
lot- if you-
when we went through, we could not get any of the land to perk. It's unbuildable.
Do you have
Do I?
a no perk from the county?
Well, like I said, when I was trying, back from years ago, I don't know what happened to it, but from the current one, I couldn't get the county to contact me back. But what I'm saying is if
Do
it's
you
so,
have
I do not.
anything from the county
No,
saying it doesn't perk? Is that correct?
no, I don't have.
You don't have
I don't have
anything?
anything with me, no.
Okay. But it's good for us to realize, you know, we're talking about this one lot, but it's good to know that it goes down from all that length. So, you know, in my opinion, it's just information.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Any other questions for Mr. Griffin from the board? Mr. O'Keefe?
Yes, I want to know how 65, 64, 63, and 62, and 61 are handled, how they're being taxed, because that has a bearing in this neighborhood as to how 60 is handled.
Yeah, so we can get the county probably to clarify that.
And where's the retention money?
It is right there, 69, 68, 67, 66, and 65.
A retention.
okay.
And I mean, nobody wants to live there.
Okay, that's the retention.
Okay,
pond.
on above, okay,
Yeah.
further, okay.
Doesn't look like it has any runoff. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, if you don't mind, have a seat, and then we'll have the county to present their information, and this is Mrs. Wiggins.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so the neighborhood we're discussing today is Rosemary Park. The sales you can see on page 74. As far as the lots, this is I think there was a handout sheet that was given to try to explain it a little bit more.
Yes,
We
sir.
had this last week, where the county has identified the lots to be able to perk at least having 4 lots. If you had lot 1, it would have been 59,500. If you had a second lot, it would be 25,500. The fourth lot would be 100. I mean, the third lot 100, and the fourth lot would be 100. And if you had additional lots, which the taxpayer has, it would start over to the 29.5. This is a standard that we use in Rosemary Park. It works for us. It is very equitable. in there, and the sales on page 74 kind of dictates that's the market. We've had homeowners have at least 3 lots that would perk and have built homes on it. We understand that, they have to do an extra as far as clearing the land, but we are recognized that as a rural area, because you do have to go in and maintain and work the neighborhood as far as the lots. He owns 5, which starts with the 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. The 2, this is at 59, 5, 25, 5, 100, 100, and then those are the 4 consecutive, and because he owns the 5th, it starts over at the 25, 5. Most of the homes are, most of the homes in the neighborhood in the Rosemary Park are listed as I just stated, and we did this across the entire neighborhood to be fair and equitable, because we understand that there are issues with perking, but we've identified that if you have at least 2 to the 3, the 4 lots, it should be able to perk. The taxpayer did not, give any information that it would not perk,
Right.
so.
Right.
But we have identified that in the values,
Okay.
so I don't really have much more.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wiggins. Questions for the county, Mr. Benson?
No question. I think we got educated on this area last
Oh,
week.
yeah, okay. Mr. O'Keefe?
Yeah, I'm still having trouble with math here. So he owns 6, there's 6 lots that they're considered here, or 5?
5,
5, okay, 5. So 6-0 is considered at 59.5. It would be the parent lot, if you will. The lot next to it is being valued at 25.5. And then the next one is 100, and the next one's 100 above.
That's correct.
Assume we're going above. And then it restarts, or it starts from a lower level on the 5th lot?
on the 5th lot, yes.
Then, that would be at 25.5, or would it start over?
I think
at
I
59?
identified the 60 lot as a 59 lot because he has some storage trailers here.
Okay. So you would consider that, you're starting all over again with the
Yes.
5th lot? That's, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to work
it
that
starts over with the 5th lot. We're identifying the 4,
I got it.
yeah.
I just wanted to tell you what I understood to be how it works, and I got it. Thank you very much.
But if they're contiguous, it starts over at 25.5, not 59.
Yes.
Right.
I think I just identified the 60 because he has storage trailers on
Right.
that lot.
And I think that's kind of what you were getting to.
That's
wasn't
what
it?
I'm getting.
Yeah. As long as they're contiguous,
Yes,
it starts over at 25.5, not 59. Right,
right.
okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I wrote down. Thank you.
That, Ms. Wiggins, does he own 59 too?
I think so. Do you own 59?
He said he does, but I don't,
Well, I just own the 5.
yeah, just the 5, the
Oh, okay.
61,
So if we just start numerically, he
I
starts
agree.
from 60 up,
yes.
not 59,
Right,
It sounds like he owns from 60 up to 64.
or 64 or 65.
That's 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be 64.
just 64.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 61 is our next.
I know.
Got it. Thank you.
Mr. Benson, you,
I'm good.
okay, Mr. Ashcraft?
I just have a question for the county. So if we're looking at his 5 lots, let's say right now, you do not have anything from this appellate on no perk from the county.
We do not.
And we know there's a problem out there.
Yes.
And that's why you're changing and combining lots to give you a better chance, that they can do it, because I question that too. I mean, you know, just because you don't have water and sewer doesn't mean, you know, provided by the county, doesn't mean you can't build a house on it if you can have
Right.
a septic
And,
tank.
and most of the
and a well.
homeowners know this, and that's why they purchase multiple
Yeah,
property, like lots to be able to perk. We've
Right.
seen lots just have two that will perk, but on the benefit of the taxpayer, we went up to additional, because we know at least 3 or 4, it should be able to perk.
even though they don't provide anything that it doesn't perk.
Yes.
All right, here's my question though. If you look right beside the 260, since that's the one we were talking about, it is 3023, you know, it's to the right.
Uh-huh.
Is that a house just on one lot, or is that combined? See, to me, it looks like there's a, yeah, making it bigger helps. It looks like to me there is a house. So does that have water and sewer from the county?
I can speak to that. That's First, Second, and Third Avenue, and it was much like Rosemary Park in the past, same issues. They did bring water and sewer into those streets, but
And-
Rosemary Park did not get them.
And that's what he was kind of saying, and that's what I just wanted to know if that's what's happened there.
Yes, it looked
Okay.
just like Rosemary Park in the past. They brought water and sewer, and they built it out.
And so over here to the left, it looks like they haven't.
That's
done-
correct.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Ascroft question
Yeah.
caused me to have a question.
Okay, go right ahead.
So you had me to have a question.
Okay.
When are they, like, what's the issue with that Rosemary getting water and sewer if the street right behind it has the water?
I
and
can't
sewer?
answer that. That'd be a City of Indian Trail question. Union County.
See, okay,
County.
all right.
County
City or
Public Works one.
county, excuse me.
I got you. Thank you.
Ms. Wiggins, just to clarify, I mean, for him to get the no perk adjustment, I imagine all 4 or 5 lot, all 4 lots in this case would need no perk. He would have to have evidence on all 4. If he bought a no perk letter on 60, to get the no perk adjustment, would it have to have no perk on the other lots? Because is he already getting that treatment?
But we've identified that there is an issue, that's why
Right.
we were
Right.
pricing it the way we are, as far as the additional lots being the $100.
But to answer your question,
Yeah.
yes, he would need to have a test done on all those lots.
Right.
To prove that they don't
Right.
work.
Yeah, I mean, I realize he's already getting an adjustment per se because of the issues out there. But if he provided a no perk to the county on all 4 of those lots, there possibly would be additional consideration given to him.
Yeah, because even if one of the $100 lots, we put a minimal value on, knowing that it takes a group of lots.
Right.
And we had sales for $85,000 on 2 lot sales, and we had $25,500 median price sales on 1 lot sales. So we have sales to support those values that we've put on these lots. And we saw parcels in this community that had as many as 4 lots that it took. And we couldn't prove that they increased the value over 85,000. So that's why we put $100 on the extra 2 lots when they had 4 lots.
Right.
So if he only perked a couple lots, it could be the fact that 2 of the lots that we have $100 on, they could perk
Right.
and make the whole unit buildable.
Yeah.
So he needs to have the whole
thing.
unit
Yeah,
perked.
that's what I thought, and I just wanted to clarify that piece. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wiggins. Okay.
The next hearing is.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Griffin, yep.
One of the biggest things I would say that I'm the only lot in Rosemary Park that has a retention pond that makes it very undesirable. The comps that were used for, I think, the 85,000, those are lots that did have water available to them because they're on that main street. where water and I guess sewer is provided by Indian Trail there, which I don't have. They also have a paved road where those two houses were built. Indian Trail Fairview, like I said, my lot is priced the same as if I were on the main drag or any of these other places. It's not, they're not comparable. Whether Union County sets up the valuations that way, I am not comparable to those lots because I don't have the amenities that are provided by them. And I think it's very unfair, and if that one, that's 60,000, which I think is gonna, at minimum, has come down to 25,000, those are storage containers on there, but if I ever sell that property, they can't stay there. Indian Trail will make me take those with me. Those, it was a special case that I wasn't even allowed to have them. So, I mean, I got no water, I got no sewer, and even if I could get a septic tank and the land would perk, I still don't have water, which these other places have water, and it's gonna cost me well over 100,000 to get the water line run up, whether or not they'll even run that water line because of the retention pond being there. There are so many issues with the property's not worth what it's being valued at or what the county's saying it's valued at. And the comparables are houses that had water available and a paved road. And it's just not fair. It's not a fair valuation.
Okay. With that, you might as well maybe stay there, because for the record, I think we need to hear these others too.
Well, can we not combine them all? You're gonna say pretty much the same thing for each lot, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing for each one.
So why don't we just say,
I think the clerk needs to call them.
she can call them
Yeah,
out. I just
I don't know.
didn't
that-
want to go through the
yeah,
whole process.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Griffin needs to rehash, and the
I know,
county
I
doesn't need to
know.
rehash the whole.
No, I thought we were doing all three of them at the same time
I agree.
Yeah,
anyways.
we
We
are.
are.
For the record, we just need the
Okay.
clerk to read them off, okay?
The next hearing will be hearing 707-081-261 Roger Griffin.
Okay.
Followed by hearing 807-081-264 Roger Griffin.
All right.
Okay. Mr. Griffin, I believe, we've got our arms around kind of where you're coming from, I believe, and the county as well, okay? So, thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Okay, all right,
See you guys.
all right.
The next hearing will be hearing 907-021-003A John Garlock.
Okay, this is also off of Indian Trail, Fairview Road. Pulling it up. It's just further down.
Yep.
Okay.
Make your head hurt, won't it? And Ms. Wiggins,
Is that
it's 74 to the right of the left,
To the left.
to
on
the
this
left.
side.
So come, yeah, that'd be on the, coming down, that'll be on the right, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you. And good morning, Mr. Garlock.
Morning, how are y'all doing?
Doing good, doing good.
You know, I'm here to appeal to your sense of reasonableness. I don't have a whole lot of facts here.
Okay.
I know that the prior assessment was 125,000. I'm sorry, it was 82,500. It was raised by almost 75% to 144.2. Can we flip to a picture of the property? Is that-
Yes.
is that in this
Yeah,
packet?
just make sure you're talking into the mic. You can kind of stand there, you can bend the mic around maybe.
Yeah, oh, on page 12, sir,
Page 12.
Page 12.
This house was built in 1922 to house the farm workers that worked on the farms that they're building all the houses on now. And it's a 3-room property. I rent it for $750 a month. And the property is just land value. I mean, that's what needs to be understood here. I mean, the land assessment. The land assessment of around less than $100,000 would be reasonable for this property. I've been in the real estate business since 1987, and like the prior dude was here, I get a lot of calls on purchasing the properties, and the value's just not there, and that's just all I can do is appeal to the fact that a 1922 house with over $60,000 of value on it. I've been a real estate appraiser since 1987, and in houses, when you see them like in this condition, they're just fully depreciated. I just don't understand why there's so much value on. I can't argue with the land, but the house should be almost fully depreciated. I mean, a typical building coverage ratio, yeah, it's just not. There's no founding for the value to be on this dwelling that was built in 1922. It's a tear down.
But you're able to rent it?
Oh,
You are renting it?
yes, sir, I am renting it. I am renting anything that has an air conditioner, you
Okay.
can rent.
Okay,
And
but
I
it's-
do have an electrical system in there. I mean,
I
it's,
just wanted to make sure you said that.
I
so it is-
wanted to go in there and do some work, but
Yeah, that's fine.
the county wanted me to pull up all these permits and when you start sinking money into a house that has no value, it's just throwing your money down the drain, but.
Let me see if members of the board have questions. Mr. O'Keefe?
No questions, thanks.
Okay, Mr. Benson?
Mine was just answered.
Okay. And I see one picture of the house. Any additional pictures you have that maybe support your claim about the condition of it?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. Again, I've done very little work to it. When I bought it, it's what it looked like. It looked like the Beverly Hillbillies house. Is what
Right,
it-
okay. All right. Mr. Ashcraft?
No, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Garlick, if you would have a seat, we'll have the county, and then I'll give you a chance for a rebuttal, okay? And,
Good morning again.
Morning.
This property located off of Indian Trail Fairview Road, you can see is near a new subdivision. The property was built in 1921, and we only have a fair condition on it. I didn't bring it to poor because it is a rentable unit, and someone is living there. And as he stated, it's being rented for $750. Some of the comps are coming in a little low, but I felt like it's like a fair minus neighborhood. That's where some of the comps, so it would have a lower value. The land sales could be are on page 32. The county comps are on page 30, which gives a value of $168,500. Most of the county comps are nearby, within 3 miles, and some of the taxpayer comps are at least 5 and 6 miles out. So being that our comp came in, a comparable sales report says 168.5. We were standing firm on our value at 144,200.
Okay. Questions, Mr. Ashcraft?
No.
Okay. Mr. Benson? Mr. O'Keefe?
No, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wiggins. And Mr. Garlock, any final comments on this particular property?
My only comment would be a question to you all. Would you all look at that house and think it's fair or poor?
Well, I mean,
Can
why
you
I asked-
offer an
Go ahead.
opinion?
Like you got a,
I've never been on the inside of your house, but I know you're making $750 a month off of it, so it has to be, right? You're renting it out. Somebody's living there paying you $750 a month.
Do you realize how good of a deal $750 a month is on a house? Do you know where you would have to live? If your budget was $750 a month, where would you have to go to live?
So if you're in the real estate business, what's your income approach value on the property?
Land value.
Just land value? So
Right,
you
right.
have,
I have to be very careful, when I speak numbers
Yeah.
as a certified general appraiser.
you are a
I'm
certified.
I have an MAI designation.
I don't have any more questions then.
okay.
All right? He's certified.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, anybody else? Mr. Garlick, you might just want to, well, on the front, because I think you got the next one too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Does she need to speak first?
Okay, they'll need to locate it, and the clerk will need to read it.
The next hearing is hearing 10, parcel 07021-003E, John Gerlach, and this will start notebook 2.
So this property is located right behind the one we just heard off of Indian Trail Fairview Road. So it's right.
This one here is, my daughter lives in this house. I rent it to her for $1,000 a month. And it's a home that I bought, it was a foreclosure. When I bought the farmhouse, I got the land down there, and I was able to get a septic tank and get it to perk. And this is one of those situations that, have you ever heard the saying, call someplace paradise, and you might as well kiss it goodbye? This was paradise at one time. But now they have a sewer treatment plant right there. And guess what's right there? That's a dog kennel. I have barking dogs. I have sewer. I have a brand new subdivision, high density, right behind it. The tax value went from $125,000 to $325,000. That's an increase of 160%. The house is 1,456 square feet. I bought it for $25,000. I know
You
cost
see-
doesn't equal value.
You see where the current value is at 28900, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All
Right. It was, you all did, she did reduce that to
Right, okay.
289, but I still feel like that's 20, 30% higher than it should be.
Okay.
But- And do you take into consideration a sewer treatment plant right there?
Yeah, and we can have the county speak to that, because we have dealt with some of this.
How about-
Matter of
how about-
fact,
how about
this-
the dog kennel
this
right there?
session. And,
You know how many barking dogs are back here on a daily basis?
right,
And the folks right there going like, shut up,
Yeah.
shut up, all day long.
okay. Let me see if members of the board have questions for you. Any other information
No,
you got as it relates to this?
that's pretty much,
Okay. Mr. Benson?
Not at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm still puzzling, but. no,
I'll come back
not
to you.
this time, thanks.
I'll come back to you. Mr. Ashcraft?
Can you show me the property again, please? Where's this house, this one we're talking about? Is
it's right there.
it that one right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what I couldn't find out. All right, so then you just talked about the house to the right.
Right, that's the one
That's the one that you're renting to somebody.
that's the one that's in poor condition.
In poor condition. And this is the one your daughter lives in?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
right.
that's just what you said, so I'm just,
We share residence there.
oh, so you live there too?
That is part of my residence, yes, sir.
Okay. And you've been living there your whole life?
No, sir. I bought these in 2012, 2013.
Oh, Oh, two lots, you
I
got?
bought all that together under, it was a foreclosure situation.
Oh, okay,
And I was able to get that lot
okay.
approved.
So you built the house, right?
It was a foreclosed double wide.
No other question.
Okay. What, is there a building or outbuilding above it too, or
Yeah, that's just a little carport.
carport?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there's nothing.
okay. Got you, okay, got you. Just like a metal, yeah, okay. Okay. Mr. O'Keefe, I told you I'd come back to you. Any,
Nothing right now.
okay. Mr. Garlock, if you would have a seat, we'll have the county kind of present their information.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Again, this is located off of Indian Trail, Fairview Road. It's a mobile home, a double-wide mobile home, sits on 2.32 acres. It was built in 2013. We only have average value on it. We started off at 325,700, and with the comparable sales report, which is found on 31, with the sales that came in, we reduced it to the 280,900, and I felt very comfortable with the sales, so that's what the county was recommending, the 280,900, based on the comparable sales report. I know he talked about the water plant next to it, but we do have a new subdivision right down here, and it doesn't really have any impact on the sales in this area at the moment.
Okay. Mr. Benson,
That's new subdivision, are there homes there yet, or is just?
Oh, yes, they
How long-
started
how long has
probably
it been there?
a year ago.
Can you show it, please? The houses on
kind
that
of zoom
property?
out.
Somebody's in charge of the,
Say that
Monitor.
again?
Because I don't see no houses.
Oh,
There
I
they
see
are.
some
See, now
houses,
that-
some,
they started last year,
okay, so there's a few houses there,
yes.
all right,
More
and
now.
there's probably more now?
They are,
Okay, and so obviously they're buying these brand-new homes, realizing that treatment plant is there,
yes.
yes, they are.
okay? And they realize that the dog kennel is just up the road, a little bit,
Yes.
okay?
And I know we've had a couple of instances already this year with the wastewater treatment plant and the marketability of neighboring properties, and
They
there
still-
hadn't been any impact. I mean, we dealt with it, I think, with the county landfill not too long ago. So
And this,
I kind of get it, you know, from
and this-
taxpayers' perspective too, but I mean, the county is not seeing any impact in the market.
Water treatment plant going in.
Yeah. Ms. Wiggins, ask Ms. Wiggins, Mr. O'Keefe.
When did the water treatment facility go in?
Yes, I'm not aware, but he said it was about 4 or 5 years ago.
But well after they built the house on 1003. They built in.
Well, that wastewater treatment plant was evidently there before that subdivision came in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
yeah.
true. But it
and
was-
that water treatment plant doesn't produce it, there's no noise produced from that plant, is it?
I didn't hear anything when I was out there picking up the new homes.
Okay.
I don't know if it would be, most people would think smell probably more than noise.
Sure.
You know,
Well, I think they do a good job with that smell thing, don't they?
okay.
All right, I'm good, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Forgot my order here, Mr. O'Keefe, for you.
I'm good.
You're good. Mr. Ashcraft?
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wiggins. Mr. Garlock?
I think there's one detail that you all could use to help me out,
Yeah.
if y'all want to help me out on this one. The house was not built in 2013. It was used when I bought it. It was at least 10 to 12 years old. That was, when you pull permits to put in a double wide, you have to have the title. And and on that title, that you, is the year built of the home, but it's at least 10 years older than that.
Okay, so it's roughly 25 years old.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Got you on that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, okay?
The next hearing is hearing 11, parcel 01117025C, Margaret and Dylan Mullis. Let the record show they failed to appear. The next hearing is hearing 12, parcel 09397-187, Linda Sims Wiggins.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let me pull out here. This property is located off of Rogers Road, a little too far out. Running right here, you have Rogers Road that connects Wesley Chapel Road with Old Charlotte Highway. It loops back around and connects to Old Charlotte Highway here. This is in the Sun Valley area.
Yeah.
Airport's close by.
Where
Correct, yes.
South Piedmont, runs right by South Piedmont's property, I believe.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay.
Good morning,
Good morning,
morning.
Miss Sims.
Sims Wiggins.
Sims Wiggins. Okay, good morning.
Must be related.
Okay.
Well, I'm here this morning because I have concern on the assessed
Yeah.
value.
Maybe bring
Can you
that
hear me?
mic down, just bend it, where you can get, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that better?
yes, yeah.
Okay. I'm here because I have concerns and questions about the assessed value of my property as it is to similar properties in the area. It just doesn't seem to be any consistency in how the value has been done. So I like to have that explained to me on how it's gathered, because there's properties, mainly one directly across the street from me, basically the same house, same builder, primarily the same square footage, and there's a considerable difference in our value. In addition to that, there are other properties that have greater square footage, but yet their assessed value is still greater than mine. And I don't quite understand that.
And
Help?
it looks like you've put a table together
Yes,
on page 20.
correct.
Is that a summary of your information? So is that the main piece we need to be looking at?
It is, and
Okay.
it came right off of your webpage.
Okay. All right, and I just want to make sure here that, okay, and this is yours at the bottom, okay, that's what I was looking for.
Mine's at the
Yeah,
bottom.
Her property is at the
204 Wood
bottom of the
Lake.
table. Okay,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
okay.
Now, did I look at it correctly? That's her property at the bottom.
At the
And it
bottom
says-
is
Yeah, that's
mine.
what the
Yeah,
chairman said.
204 Wood Lake Drive.
That's
All right,
correct.
and the assessed total value on this piece of paper says 420,500. But if I look on my agenda, it's down to 413,600. Is that correct for y'all? Y'all
That's
read
what
that?
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
But it's still being reported at the 420.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the current value that, I think we have to ratify or approve it, but I mean, I believe that's correct.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
adjustments made prior to a hearing aren't official
Right.
until after the hearing.
Yeah, so the-
Okay.
the county's recommended a reduction in value to 413.6.
I still didn't agree with that.
Okay. And go ahead, Mr. Ashcraft, I think I know what your next question is going to be.
No, I'm just going to let it go at that and let y'all talk.
Okay. Mr. Benson?
Come back to me, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm just trying to correlate her comps with some of the county comps.
Mm-hmm.
Flipping back and forth, but I'm not finding one that matches.
Yeah, and Ms. Wiggins, your opinion of value, is it what's stated here at the 393?
Yes.
Okay. And realizing that's only about a 5% difference there, and, okay.
Is it
In
something we
in
should be
appraisal
able to
work, I
afford?
think 10% either way. I mean, it's very common. But let us hear from the county, and then I'll call back to you for a rebuttal, okay?
Sure.
Okay, if you'll flip to page 45, you'll see our sales analysis report. I used 6 comps, all from the same neighborhood. The first 3 are the best. We have a gross adjustment of 1%. And then on page 2, you know, our highest adjustment is 4 for comp 6. So I feel like we're pretty spot on in the neighborhood. I will say, I did review her form that she submitted. There are some minor differences. Year built is anywhere from 2006 to 2009 in the neighborhood. So
From what years? From 2000 what?
the houses in the neighborhood
Yeah.
are 2006 to 2009.
Okay.
So you will see some difference in depreciation and, you know, what value is on the houses depending on that.
Right.
Also, patio size, porch size, you know, also play a role in those minor differences within the values.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. So that would really kind of be the county's response back to her
Correct.
on that minor difference, okay?
Yes.
Questions, Mr. O'Keefe?
Just to confirm, but you did review her suggestions,
I did.
and that's part of what drove
Yes.
the adjustment.
I did see some differences.
The comps are spot on. I mean, you can't get closer than that on the map.
Yes.
Thank you, that's all I've got.
Mr. Benchen?
It looks as if the county looked at the situation from what the petitioner submitted and at least moved towards the petitioner's reasoning. So I'm good, Mr.
Yeah,
Chair.
I mean, if she's at 600, and some of her neighbors, the 223 and the 214 Woodlake, they're at 412. I mean, they're.
Yeah, and I'll
right-
tell you too, the 223 and the 214
Yeah,
were both lowered as well in the appeal process. So we did have appeals on those 2 properties, and they
Okay.
were reduced to the 412 number.
so they were reduced to the 412.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay. Okay,
They
Mr.
were-
Ashcraft, go ahead. Mr. Benchen?
Before you move to Mr. Ashcraft, Mr. Chairman, they were moved, but the petitioners didn't come here. That was just.
Correct.
uh,
Yeah,
you and the
they accept- they
petitioner.
did-
They
yes.
accepted what you gave.
Correct.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Mr. Ashcraft?
I don't have any questions, but that sure is a pretty driveway. You cleaned it, it was clean, it is pretty. Look
I
how
was-
bright it is compared to the neighbors.
I was looking at that too, Mr. Ashcraft. I was,
You keep your house well-maintained, let me say that. That
yeah.
might hurt you a little bit. You gotta let it get dirty or something, you know. Mine's dirty, cracks in it, stuff. No other questions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Marshall. All right. Ms. Sims Wiggins, any final comments you'd like to make?
Yes. In the houses on 223 and 214, although they've been reassessed, their square footage is still much more than mine, but yet it's still at a higher assessment. Even with that, the 413, it's still higher, and it's much more square footage for those
Yeah.
houses.
You know, and there's other just small pieces to it. You know, I think we're really getting in the weeds as the county spoke to with the possibly patio size, porch size, some of that type stuff, in the year built. I mean, those were kind of three things I picked up on that the county was presenting to us. And we're talking, you know, 150 square feet or 100 square feet difference, okay? So, I mean, we'll take it all into consideration
Okay.
during the deliberation phase. Is there anything else that you'd like to
Yes,
mention?
please pay primary attention to the 205 location, which is directly across the street from me.
Okay.
Same house, same builder.
Can you
Got it.
can you pull out on the picture so we can point out that house? She says it's right across the street.
Right across the street from me.
So
And there
which
it
one,
says that 391,600, and I'm at 426,500.
is that the one that has a swimming pool?
Pool?
Yes. I don't have a swimming pool.
And that's 205.
That's 205.
Square footage is the same.
Is it 205 or 208?
I don't know.
It's
Oh, I think
205.
205 is the actual address,
That's,
Oh, okay.
not the parcel.
that's
Yeah, I
why
was
I'm
looking-
trying to make sure we're on the same page, because I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Parcel number is 208,
Yeah,
address is 205.
somebody look that up. That just helps me. I gotta see the house. When you say this, see like 223 Wood Lake, where's that? Is that close by to
It's
your
on the
100
same-
Pine?
it's on
I
the
know
same
104 would be across the street. I got you on that one.
Yes.
And that one's like 2,070 square feet, and it's appraised, well, if everything's correct here, valuation's 428.6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can y'all
For
move that?
2,070 square feet. And I'm at 1,916 square feet.
Or 1876. Or you're 19. Oh, okay.
She's at the bottom.
1916, I'm on the
Okay.
bottom.
All right.
The parcel across the street is 205.
Okay,
The
it is.
address is 205.
All right.
Right. County, can y'all move that screen down so I can see the back of her house while I'm looking at the back of 205? I just want to have a picture in my mind. Yeah, perfect, perfect. I was just looking at spacing. Okay. Thank you.
It is, I mean, I'm trying to think. On 205 with that nice patio, and is that a pool back there or a hot tub?
Pool.
Pool?
But I think, in that, Mr. Chairman, you got a good eye, because I was looking at that same kind of spacing, and it looked as if, on her property, it's about the same kind of spacing in the back. It just don't have, that pool.
Right,
Okay,
okay.
all right.
Okay. Ms. Sims Wiggins, thank you. Okay, I appreciate your time. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
The next hearing is hearing 13, parcel 07066006H, Neuse River Corporation. Let the record show they failed to appear. The next hearing is hearing 14, parcel 09156031, RHGC Investments LLC. Let the record show they failed to appear. That brings us to the staff recommendation,
Okay.
hearing 15.
So now we can,
Now we're in the book, back of this book.
well, we can just roll back to
Roll
tab
back.
1 and go into the deliberation phase in case y'all need a break.
No, sir.
Everybody good?
I'm good.
Okay.
That brings us back to hearing number 1, 07123-197, Lori Williams.
Well, it wasn't, I mean, even though it had a little age on it, it was nice to see somebody come in with an appraisal for a change.
I know.
You know. But I think the county comps were better than hers,
Yeah, it was a little
just
late.
more, yeah, hers just had more age on them,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
so,
I got you, Mr. Chairman, I agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
And she was making the comments about that one not going on the market. I mean,
Yeah.
I just, to me, as long as it was an arm's length transaction.
Well, you know, they said it did, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that's the question
But
that I had.
that sure is a nice pool, I guess.
Oh, it's a very nice pool.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just never heard of that
Yeah.
before. I mean, I can't see anything else. What do you, what,
Yeah.
did y'all see anything else on it?
I think it just,
And this is the one that was on the MLS for at least 2 months, or thereabouts.
Yeah, but that's, yeah.
Yeah, the county's saying it was on the MLS. You talking about the other property? She was talking about her property.
No, I'm talking
The
about
other
the
property.
that
Yeah,
sold-
but-
sold without getting.
On the market.
I think I think it's a real plus.
Right.
I mean, somebody was willing to go get it. Sales agent, I'm sure, got her commission, so
Right.
it's just
well,
taking a chance.
I mean, the county comps
Mm-hmm.
were a year later
Yeah.
and right next door.
I know.
Practically.
Yeah.
I make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we accept the county's current value of $1,216,800.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. Benchin. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value of $1,216,800 to remain on hearing one.
The next hearing is hearing 2, parcel 07147042, Hazel and Crawford Watson. They failed to appear.
Okay, what's the pleasure of the board?
Motion that we accept the county's value of $17,400, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, have a motion from Mr. Benchin, a second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value of $17,400 to remain on hearing 2.
The next hearing is hearing 3, parcel 06033-136, Therese and Randall Slater. Let the record show they failed to appear.
Motion we accept the county's value at $745,500, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Benchin, a second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain of $745,500 on hearing 3.
The next hearing is hearing 4, parcel 06033-390, Shankaran.
Okay. I make a motion, we accept the county's value of $600,700.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value of $600,700 to remain on hearing 4.
The next hearing is hearing 5, parcel 06054-600, Sean Smith.
Motion that we accept the county's value of $950,300, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Benchin, a second from Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain of $950,300 on hearing 5.
The next hearing is hearing 6, parcel 07081-260, Roger Griffin.
Mr. Chairman.
I think we've all
Did-
kind of, everybody got their
We beat
arms
it to
around
death.
all this.
Yeah, did we want to heard the clerk just to announce 7 and 8, because they all,
I think we just do them individually.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to,
Okay, we'll do them individually.
yeah.
I mean, it's a complicated way of doing it, but if you take one in isolation, it doesn't make sense. But when you look at the whole program, there's no other, I think that the county's solution to this situation is a good one.
Yeah, and we can maybe talk about all 3 of them here, but I
Yeah.
mean, we need to just vote on each one.
Separate.
Yeah.
But there are, I mean, I understand the value of contiguous lots, and you know that when you're buying something, if you're gonna buy, if you got a question about parking, I mean, excuse me, I would certainly be sensitive to the fact that I gotta buy multiple lots to make it work. Unless there's something in the wording that says I can borrow my
Yeah.
neighbor's property, but that's,
Well, and there's other houses that are in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
so I imagine they're having to drill wells.
I
for
would
water.
assume if they're
I
not
mean,
having
they're not
water and
bringing-
sewer,
They're
yeah.
not bringing a water line in there, I mean.
They
'cause they'd be
finding a
having
way to
tap water.
build those houses, Mr. Chairman.
There's gotta be a well.
There will be a water line in there one day too. I
Yeah.
mean, it may be 35 years from now, but
Yeah.
it's in a valuable area.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very unique situation, but everybody, to me, in there, I think the county's treated it equitably, you know.
Is creative,
Yeah.
it's a good
It's a
solution.
little hard, I kind of get it, it's probably a little hard for the taxpayer to understand, but I mean.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it was laid out in this meeting and laid out in the prior meeting, it's about as simple as you can put it out there. I mean,
Well, it's also getting it up to date. I mean, the fact that it's been that way for a long time, I have to say, if they had no perk on it, right? If they had the actual thing, yes.
On all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
where I was
But he
going.
has to provide that.
Yeah, he's got to provide.
They have to provide that for us to even look at it.
Right.
As
Exactly.
this terrible
I
thing.
mean, that's really the only other avenue he has.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And other things have perked there clearly, or else there wouldn't be a house
They
there.
put a house
They
in.
put a
So
house.
something's parking.
And I think the county has done a good job, I mean, for the county's sake, to be relevant to current value of today,
That's right.
which does hit hard the petitioners, not having it valued that way for however long that they've had it. But we've also established that it comes selling time, they ain't gonna wanna sell at the value that they have.
Yeah. He didn't bring up the value of the other two that are on there at 100.
No, he didn't care, but that's why, he
Yeah.
didn't mind that.
The
All right.
$100 one's got away.
Yeah, so,
Well, we're gonna
Any-
make a motion.
yep.
Let's make
I
one.
think, what's the pleasure of the board on hearing 6 if we're done with the discussion?
Make a motion that we accept the county's valuation at $59,005.
Okay, so I have a motion from Mr. O'Keefe, a second from Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
So the motion is carried for the current value to remain at 59,500 on hearing 6.
Mr. Chairman, I think since Mr. O'Keefe figured out this math on this last week, we might call this Rosemary the O'Keefe method.
Yeah. We can feel good about it.
Let the record show.
Well, you interpreted the county, so it's
the
the
rec-
O'Keefe method.
Let the record show. All right.
The next hearing is hearing 7, parcel 070811261.
Make a motion, we accept the county's value, current value of 25,500.
Okay, so I have a motion from Mr.
Second.
Ashcraft, second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And all those opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried for the current value to remain at 25,500 on hearing 7.
The next hearing is hearing 8, parcel 070811264.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion, we accept the county's value at 25.5.
Motion from Mr. Benson,
Second.
second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried for the current value of 25,500 to remain on hearing 8.
The next hearing is hearing 9, parcel 070210003A.
Mr. Chairman, after discussion and everything about this piece of property, I think the house has to be worth something.
Right.
Fair, poor, whatever. But, we never really talked, he didn't have trouble with the land, land values, but if you can rent it out, that's my opinion. Y'all can have your own, but I just feel like I've got to make a motion of a current value of 144,200.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried for the current value of 144,200 to remain on hearing 9.
The next hearing is hearing 10, parcel 070210003E.
Now, this is his home too, but his daughter's paying $1,000 rent on that one, so it's kind of like that. I think that's what he said. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, that's
I
not what
think
he
that's the
said.
gist of it.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
And,
It
had the
almost
issue
sounded
with
it almost sounded as if it was that, but he don't necessarily live in that house all the time.
there you go. That's
What,
probably
what,
it.
the problem I had with it from the get-go, I mean, he was putting the onus on us to come up with a solution, and it's, the onus is on him.
It is.
I mean, he told us to use our common sense, but he needs to provide that to us.
Right.
The
And what was the problem with
The water treatment.
water treatment
And
plant
the doggy.
and
and
the
the
and the
kennel.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and I just,
And it doesn't seem
We've
to be a
had that
problem.
discussion. I mean, I had some questions about that when we heard some earlier, but I think we've been shown that,
it doesn't affect
It
as
doesn't.
much.
Right.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have built a whole new subdivision.
right.
Okay.
Right next to it.
And I guarantee you, when that picture was taken, it's probably filled up a lot more, since that time.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I guess I will then make a motion on this hearing 10, is that correct?
Right.
Correct. Of the current value, which is less than the notice value of $280,900.
Right. Okay. so
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion?
My discussion would be the county dropped it,
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, 45 grand.
So
Yeah.
they saw some of what he saw and they dropped it.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So motion's carried for the current value to be placed at $280,900 on hearing 10.
The next hearing is hearing 11, parcel 01117025C. Margaret and Dylan Mullis, they failed to appear.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion, we accept the county's notice and current value of $210,300.
So I have a motion from Mr. Benchen.
Second.
Second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried for the current value to remain at $210,300 on hearing 11.
The next hearing is hearing 12, parcel 093971187, Linda Sims Wiggins.
Well, when we first got this thing, I was going, man, it was 393.
Yeah.
It's their opinion, and the current value is 413. And I'm going, that's kind of close for mass appraisal.
Yeah. Mass appraisal. The only question I had was the one across the street.
Exactly, that's the question I've got. Why is it?
As small as it is,
Oh,
the one across the street looks to be a nicer property with those improvements in the back, and it's valued for less.
No, what, is it really, is it less or was it 420?
It was less. I mean, as small as it is.
Yeah. Is that the one with the pool?
And I
Yeah, pool.
think she's all over that now, I think.
Well, I mean,
it'd be confusing to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I can understand that. then.
Yeah, this is the nice driveway petition.
Well, her driveway
Chairman,
might
can-
be
can
cleaner
I
than the
ask-
other ones, but
Yeah.
they got a pool in the back.
Can we ask what the real value of that is across the street? Are we allowed to ask that right now?
I
Yeah,
think they
we
can provide
yeah.
information
Yeah, they can
if they're
provide
capable of
information
looking
to
it
us.
up.
Yeah.
The value was on her spreadsheet, I believe.
It was?
Okay,
205, oh, so it's 391, the 391.6 is,
Well, we probably need to verify that.
that's what, I see it on
Yeah.
there, but is
do
391.6?
we have that page
Wasn't it page 6?
Page 20,
Page 20?
on, what is it, number 12?
Yeah.
12, page 20.
Yeah, book number 2.
Parcel number, I got that for the county, if that'll help. Can we ask them?
I'm just gonna, and on that number 12, it's page what?
20.
20.
20.
And then it's 205 Wood Lake Drive.
Okay, I'm still getting the 20.
So that one was wrong.
I mean, from what she's saying,
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
so across the street, we were at 391, and that is after an appeal that was lowered from 423 to 391.
We lowered it, or,
Either the informal level or this level, but that one was lowered based on appeal.
To
okay,
what?
To 391,600, that's correct.
It
That's a
was,
good number to the county?
it was originally 423.6 and lowered to the 391.6.
So the 205
Yep.
was lowered to the 391.6.
Okay,
So,
so they're,
trying to figure out why the county would only come down to 413.6.
I don't know why
Maybe
they,
not, that's based on their comps. They're looking, but they didn't, the pool probably throwing things off.
well, it definitely should have added value to the home, unless the pool's not operating properly or something.
Looks new.
I reckon.
Well,
I don't know anything about that pool right
I mean,
there.
everything looks new in that
well,
neighborhood.
She's got a point.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, with that information,
Mhm.
I make a motion that we accept the taxpayer opinion of value of 393.
Make, second.
Yeah. So I have a motion for Mr. Benson, a second for Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So the motion's carried to reduce the value on hearing 12 from 413,600, the current value, down to 393,000.
Yeah, the clean driveway petition.
Yep, yep, that's right, that's right. I mean, I started out
Yeah.
kind of like everybody else with those numbers being so close together, but then when she.
Well, that equity thing kind of just jumped out across the street.
That thing,
And
yeah,
I bet you that would probably, if you know your neighbors, and you know that you went to the county and they made an adjustment and found out what it was, it might get you to get up and come here and say, hey,
yeah.
But to her credit,
she had,
she never mentioned anything about the neighbors getting a
She did,
reduction.
yeah.
She stayed focused on her case
yeah.
and never made mention.
She did,
of
that's
that.
right.
Except right at the end when she
didn't
said
try
across the
to- She
street.
didn't try to say, well, they got such and such.
Yeah.
She just stayed focused on hers.
On hers. Good deal. So where are we now, Mr. Chairman?
Madam Clerk.
Hearing 13, parcel 07-066-006H, Neuse River Corporation. They failed to appear.
Chairman,
good.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the current value of $8,889,400.
Second.
So I have a motion for Mr. O'Keefe, a second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those like signs, so the motion's carried for the current value of $8,889,400 to remain or be placed on hearing 13.
That brings us to hearing 14, parcel 09-156-031, RHGC Investments LLC. They failed to appear.
Okay, what's the pleasure of the board here?
Make a motion, we accept the county's value of $3,249,400 under its current value.
Okay, so I have a
Second.
motion for Mr. Ashcraft, a second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those like signs, so the motion's carried for the current value of $3,249,400 to be placed on hearing 14.
We're now at hearing 15, the settled staff recommendations.
I looked at them when we had to make sure that we got the numbers on them. All look good to me, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion, we accept the amended,
The staff recs.
staff recs, is that what?
Okay, so I have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft to approve the staff recs as presented.
Second.
Second from Mr. O'Keefe. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those like sign. So the motion's carried for the staff recs to be approved as presented. All right.
Wednesday, 9 a.m. Mr.
Any additional information?
Van, do you have any information for us?
I do not. Next meeting.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, about the same size agenda?
Maybe
I
not
believe
2
so.
books?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Everybody here?
Yes,
I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's here, so.
I'm here, Mr. Chairman.
Everybody except for Mr. Smith, I reckon he'll be back next week. So,
That's correct.
Okay.
He said something.
motion to adjourn,
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
okay? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those like signs, so we are adjourned. Too bad.
That Joe came, the good one showed up. Hey, Joe,
Joe?
good job.